Firstly, I know that the writing is bad, फिर भी चलेगा. So I'm CA Vaibhav Jain, and in today's video we'll be covering 1.5 day strategy to follow before your CA final examinations. So firstly I'll be giving an overview, then the second part I'll be telling you my strategy, and in third part I'll be answering to the questions you have asked me on the community tab. So this is the first part, overview. So in those 1.5 days, firstly you have to understand it is the time to revise. कुछ भी नया नहीं पढ़ना है उस टाइम पे. Secondly, in those 1.5 days, whatever you do, whether you study or not, whether you revise, what resources you are using, and whether you are well rested or not, those things will decide your result. They have a direct impact. And thirdly, if you have not planned for those days, it is a mistake, because 1.5 दिन में प्लानिंग और पढ़ाई दोनों नहीं होगी, उसमें सिर्फ पढ़ाई होगी, प्लानिंग अभी से करके रखना पड़ेगा. This is a very important point, that in this video I'll be sharing my strategy and my opinion, so you are free to follow, free to ignore. Why I am saying this? Because on the internet there are hundreds of videos and title भी ऐसे रहते हैं, 1.5 day strategy to get a rank, या फिर SFM strategy to score an exemption, audit strategy to score an exemption. So these videos are given such titles only to get views. There is no other reason. You cannot get a rank or a exemption by just following someone blatantly. I always say in any strategy video I put up that it is for you to decide. I always say that it is my point of view and your point of view may differ. So you have to consciously decide whose to follow and whose video to ignore. Never ever try to अंधाधुन follow any video which is there on the YouTube, because मेरे टाइप के हज़ारों लोग वीडियो डालते हैं. So on that note I'll move on to the second part, which is my strategy. So again गंदी writing देख लो. So in this part I'll be sharing whatever I had done in my exam time. For FR there is no limitation of 1.5 days, so I took around 4-5 days for FR. In those 4-5 days, what I did was, firstly I revised the concept through video lectures, and honestly I watched some of my videos myself, because when I made the videos I know what is the coverage and all, so it suited me. Might suit you, might not suit you. And for those index which I had not covered, I watched other faculties videos. So I did not focus on reading SM for the concept part, but questions I did solve from the SM and RTP, MTP and all, as I had marked important in my previous revisions. So like if you have completed your revision right now, you will be completing your last revision. So during that last revision, mark those questions which you will be solving in those 1.5 days, and according to that, those questions should be from your SM, MTP, RTP and any other past paper or anything you are solving. So those questions only you have to solve during your last 1.5 days, because you cannot solve all the questions, you cannot read everything. So you have to make a conscious choice what to watch, what to read and what to solve. Thirdly, FR I am not putting up much time, because I have already discussed everything in this video, how I scored 83 in FR. So I have shared everything there, so no issues on that. Next is SFM. So again SFM you can divide in practical part and theory part. What is practical part? The questions we have. And theory part, now again theory part will have two kinds of theory. First is the practical theory. For example, when we are doing derivatives, so there is some theory attached to derivatives. So that theory is not a theory per se, but it is a theory related to the practical portion. So I call it practical theory. And then there are startups and all, which are full theory. So this is the full theory part. So for the practical, as I said in FR, I had marked important questions to be solved in those days. So I covered from SM, MTP, RTP and all. And some questions I also did from old PM. So these questions were solved. Then for the theory part, I did not waste much time on the practical theory. Like for derivatives, I know that if a theory part comes on derivatives, I'll be able to solve somehow based on the practical knowledge I have of derivatives. So I did not spend much time on that. Rather, I spent time on the full theory part, that is your startups and international finance and all. There were some chapters, 4 chapters were in my time. So I spent most of my time on those theory chapters. And even in those 1.5 days, what I did was I kept the theory for the last day. Let's say if you gave your FR exam, so you have day 1 is your FR's evening, day 2 is full day available, and day 3 is your SFM's morning day. So this was reserved for day 3. And in day 1 and 2 I did this part, the practical part, day 1 and 2. So on day 3 only I did the theory. The reason being is that theory was very easy, I had read it earlier. So now the time was to memorize the theory, so I decided to memorize it on the last day itself, so that I do not have to give another hour or two for revising the theory. So I directly revised it on the day 3. Now for audit and law. Audit and law, what I think is there are two kinds of theory in audit and law. First is your manageable theory, and then there is an hardcore theory. For example, this is my thing. In audit, I find company audit very easy. In law, I find directors very manageable. So this is a manageable theory for me as compared to audit in an automated environment, which is a hardcore theory for me, or SURFACIA, which is a hardcore theory for me in law. So this was my hardcore theory, and this is my manageable theory. So manageable theory I did in day 1 and 2, and manageable theory also I saw that it gives a good weightage in your paper. But the hardcore theory, for example, automated environment, SURFACIA, and there were some other chapters, I reserved it for day 2's evening, post evening, and day 3, that is the day of exam. So I covered those theory in those parts. Now another question I saw that you want to know whether I was writing questions or not. So what I had done is in the last revisions I have always suggested you also to write papers. So I had already written question papers, I had written scanner questions. So I had marked which questions I need to do again because of there being something new or I not being able to solve those questions. So those questions I had revised in those 1.5 days, but I had not written those questions again. I did not write those questions again in those 1.5 days because it would again consume time. In those 1.5 days I just went through those questions, because writing practice you can do before exams but not during exams. So writing practice, I had done a decent amount of writing practice up till the exams, but during exams I just went through those questions which I had marked as important. And another question was whether I referred this question, so I covered this point, right? Then we come to SCMP. So in SCMP again I divided it into 3 parts: practical, theory, and case studies. So case studies, so I watched Sankalp Kansya sir's video, 1.5 hour revision video he has on case studies. So I did not refer the SM again. I watched his video only. For the practical, I watched for the practical I solved the important questions which I had marked before exams in the last revisions. So those were from MTP, RTP, SM, and some questions were from old PM also. For theory, I went through the concept capsule, and this concept capsule is given by ICI itself. So what I had done is that I had marked all the important theory from the SM into the concept capsule. So my concept capsule became a full-fledged theory for myself, and I have referred the concept capsule for exams. And if you want to see my concept capsule, I have already shared it in my community tab, but you'll have to scroll down. So you can find it in the link itself, in the link which is in the description. You can find my concept capsule. Also, if you want more detail on SCMP, I had made a video how I scored 78 in SCMP. In that I have covered all the things in more detail, and also I have made a recently I made another video on SCMP case studies because you all wanted. So this was my SCMP strategy. Now for DT, so again DT I divided into practical and theory part. So practical is all your questions and all, and theory includes your assessment and those chapters which you have to memorize. So in this I followed a strategy which I have done in FR and SFM also. Like firstly in FR what I did was watch India's video and then solve the questions. In this part what I did, I used to watch Bhavar Borana sir's lecture first. For example, of PGBP I have watched. Then I used to go to the scanner of Bhavar Borana sir and solve the PGBP questions which I marked as important in my previous revisions. In PGBP there are around 40-50 questions I think of PGBP. So if you go on solving all the questions, you will not be able to complete your course. So again you have to do this. I had marked all the important questions before exams itself, and I referred only those questions during exams. So I solved those questions, and also I solved the MTP, RTP important questions which I had marked for myself. And similarly for all other chapters I watched his lectures only, no other thing. And you can increase the speed to 1.5, 1.7, 2x, whatever suits you to save time. And for theory, assessment and all, again I watched his videos, but I also read his book, which was I think compact book, Bhavar Borana sir's compact book. I referred that for all the theory rather than SM also. So for DT I only used Bhavar Borana sir's videos and his materials. I did not take class from him. So in his book, again for assessment and all, I watched his video, but I also tried to read it again because these chapters required you to memorize the stuff very deeply. So I memorized those also and solved the questions. And apart from that, I left some chapters like offences and penalties because I could not do it, because I'm bad at theory and offences and penalties require lots of mugging up. so I left those chapters, but I do not recommend leaving out anything because it might be asked for a higher number of marks in your exams. So it is for you to decide. So for IDT, I watched Vishal Battar sir's booster videos, and for some chart videos he has on YouTube. So I only watched those. You can also watch Yashwant Mangal sir's very quick revision videos, 20-25 minutes for each chapter. Although I think this is better because it covers better with charts and all. And after doing a chapter, I used to solve the question from MTP, RTP, and I used Vishal Battar sir's scanner itself. So you can also use that. You can use any other scanner, or you can use SM, whatever you like. So a similar strategy I followed for all the 4 practical chapters, that is IDT, DT, as well as your FR and SFM. I followed a similar strategy. First I used to do the video lecture for the concept, and then I used to jump onto the questions. For audit law it was unique, for SCMP it was a bit different, and for international taxation it will be a bit different. So in IDT also I left some low weightage theory chapters like offences and penalties, because again, you know. And lastly on your elective, so I took international taxation. I'll talk about it. So I used BB sir's book for international taxation. I used his videos for international taxation, and I did reading myself also. Also I solved the question papers, whatever papers are available on ICI site, I did all that. And lastly, I took all the books which he recommended on his video, so you can watch his video. I'll not waste time again saying those things. So I took those took those material, the books, the papers he asked, and on that basis I gave my exam. So this was my strategy. Now third, I recommend you to watch the third part. It will cover all the common questions you have in your mind. So we'll move on to the third part. So these are your common doubts which I saw in your community tab. So I've clubbed them, and there are only 12 points now. So first is whether we should practice all the question or go through those questions just by seeing them in FR, SFM, etc. So as I said, I practiced those questions which were marked important by me. I did not go through the questions, because in FR and all, going through the question is harder than practicing the question. Practicing the question takes less time in FR, SFM rather than going through it. Although some questions you can go through if you feel you can do it in mind itself, but practicing the important questions which you have marked is also necessary. So the second is, can we cover entire law audit in 1.5 days? Now that depends on what sources you are using. So like for some manageable theory chapters, as I said, I used to watch video lectures, and for the hardcore theory, if I did those chapters, I used to read it, because video lectures से वो याद नहीं होने वाला. So I was able to complete around about 90%, 95% of the course in 1.5 days, because I also referred to the scanner, MTP, RTP and all, and those questions which I had marked important. So I had to spend time on these things also, because I know for a fact that questions are many times repeated or modified only tad bit. So doing this part is also very important, not only this part. So I spent time on solving questions, on seeing the questions of audit and law. So that was also time taking. So you can cover the entire law and audit, but you cannot go on reading line by line. You have to do the important parts only. Then should you revise book, or you should use scanner in law and audit? So as I showed you, I did both, but you can choose whatever is better for yourself. I did go through the important questions of scanner and the important theory parts from the material. Fourth point was, should I revise by myself, self-study, or should I go through the lectures? So as you can see in my strategy, I preferred using video lectures more, because it saves time. When you watch a video on 1.5, 1.75, 2x, so the person who is speaking in the video can speak more words per minute as compared to you reading words per minute. That was my funda. So for the chapters which do not require too much of mugging up, I used to watch video lectures and get done with it and solve the questions. For chapters requiring too much of mugging up, like assessment in DT or offences and penalties in DT, IDT, you need to read for yourself. So you have to give a balance between video learning and self-study. That is my point of view. Then how to concise our book? Now it is a bit questionable that you are asking this question now. Concising your book should have been done from your first revision onwards. This should be your second or third revision or fourth revision as per your times. So concise your book should have been done till now, but if you have not done it, you have to do it now itself. You cannot concise your book in those 1.5 days. In those 1.5 days, you have to read the concise part. Sixth point was revise concepts or solve question in FRSFM. So as you saw, I used to revise concepts from video lectures and then solve question from scanner, MTP and RTP. How to manage SFM theory? So as you saw in my strategy again, that SFM theory I had read through before the exams in my revisions, and lastly I gave 2-3 hours on my exam day itself and I revised the theory in the exam day itself, because SFM theory has a good weightage, around 20 marks or 15 marks is allocated to your SFM theory. And when I say SFM theory, I mean the hardcore theory of the startup finance and international, I forgot the names. So those 4 chapters were there. Now it might have increased. Then the 8th part is, should I cover 100% course or 70 to 80%? Again, it depends. Like in FR, I know for a fact that many of you might be leaving consolidation, business combination. So if you are leaving those things, then you are definitely going to do 70-80%. But you should strive to cover 100%. If not possible, do 90-95%. But you should strive to cover your 100% course, because you might not know what might turn out to be important in your attempt. And if you have left it, you will be at a loss. So you should try to cover 100%. I prefer that. Unless you are like me and you cannot do it, offenses and penalties, I could not bear with it, so I had to leave it. So that depends on person to person. Again, these were good questions, whether how much hours we should sleep. So again, I do not give a motherhood statement, but around 6 to 7 hours is more than enough. You should get a good sleep and you should then be able to study well. So maximizing study time, I have shared already the study tips videos. I think those cover everything, your procrastination, Pomodoro technique, and the new video on 5 common mistakes. Those will cover these points. Staying energetic, उस टाइम पे एनर्जी नहीं तो और कब आएगी एनर्जी, तो 1.5 दिन में अपने आप हो जाता है. Now 10th point is remaining calm. That is very much important and peaceful without panicking. So panic हुआ था मेरे को भी, SFM में भी हुआ था panic. So remaining calm, I feel that you should have some friend or someone who is also giving his exam during that time. Helped for me. So I used to, whenever I was panicking or he was panicking, we used to call and we used to discuss stuff. So it resulted in a bit of calmness. But panic थोड़ा बहुत तो रहेगा. You cannot avoid 100% panicking, क्योंकि 1.5 दिन में एग्जाम है, अगले दिन एग्जाम है, पैनिक होना ही है, नर्वसनेस आना ही है. 11th point is MTP RTP. So I've stressed on MTP RTP a lot. I believe you should do those, and you can see in my strategy I have solved MTP RTP for all the subjects, marked the important questions and referred those important questions in your 1.5 days before exams. And lastly, should we watch revision lecture for law and audit in 1.5 days? So revision lecture you can watch for the manageable theory, but for the hardcore theory, revision lecture will not be much beneficial, because it will not help you in mugging up. It will help you in recollecting, not in mugging up. So you have to give a conscious balance between both of these things. So I believe I have covered most of the things, and again I'll stress on the fact that you should not believe whatever I have told in this video. You have to decide for yourself, and again stop watching unnecessary YouTube videos of strategies, because if a person can guarantee that watching his video you can score a rank in 1.5 days, you should know for yourself that it is not ethical, it might not work for you. This is a common sense. So on that note, I'll end this video.